Hello and welcome back to my channel. Here we like to do things budget friendly, and if you are like me and have champagne taste but on a beer budget, these videos are for you. Today's another video of what the heck did Faith put on her head today? Just kidding. Just kidding. I have had this wig forever and a day, and I, again, have been afraid to wear it. But I think it's cute. What do you guys think? And are you guys missing some of the useless fun facts that have absolutely nothing to do with what I'm talking about today? If you are, did you know that snails can hibernate for up to 3 years at a time? Now you do. Now you do. There's your fun fact for the day. And I'm wearing this fun, fabulous, extra curly, floofy, puffy, blonde wig today that is, again, from one of my local ethnic wig shops. But what we're really here to talk about today is Halara. I have a huge Halara video to go through with you today. And I'm going to talk about some fabrics. I'm going to talk about washability and longevity of the pieces that I already owned. Plus, Halara was kind enough to gift me a few items to pair with all of these things so that I can put some outfits together for you guys. And I also have a coupon for Halara. I will put it right up here on the screen, and it will be down in the description box below, along with the links to all the items that I will be featuring in today's video. So if you're interested in picking anything up, please check those links. And don't forget, use my coupon code. It will save you money off of full priced items. If you are new to my channel, or if you are new to Halara and you haven't heard of Halara before or seen my Halara reviews, Halara is a women-owned company with women in mind. They design their products around women of all sizes, petite, regular, tall, and plus sizes. They have a range of products from indoor sports, outdoor sports, casual wear, all the way up to business and even some evening wear pieces. They have great selections out there, a little bit for everybody, a little bit for everybody's comfort zone. And what I like about Halara is their fabrics. So their fabrics are this super buttery, soft, super cozy. If you have sensory processing disorder, their clothes are going to feel extra super snuggly on you. Everything is designed to hug and fit a woman's body's curves in all of the right places with all of their strategically placed seams. And they have a new feature called Halara Circle. Well, I suppose it's not super new, relatively so, where you can hop onto Halara Circle and you can voice your opinions onto what you would like to see that Halara designs in the future by popping out some ideas for them, or how they can improve on a particular item. And they listen and they are designing products that are based off of what they are seeing in Halara Circle, and they are constantly creating new products every year. They have color selections that are just absolutely gorgeous, from pastels to foresty colors to neutrals and all kinds of fun colors that, if you wanted to mix and match, the colors will match. Now, my biggest thing is, if I'm going to wear a black top and I want to wear a black pair of pants, I don't want my two black shades to not match. And that's what I love about Halara, is I can pull a color from this line for a bottoms and this color from this line for a top, and they will match. And I absolutely love that about Halara. And I have, I think, some really great pieces to show you today that you're really going to, I think personally, for many of you who are watching, are really going to enjoy. I'm going to start out and focus on some denim pieces. Now, I was given the option to purchase more denim pieces, but what I explained to the gal that I work with in doing these collaborations is, instead of focusing on picking up some new products. What I want to do is talk to you guys about what I already have and what I've had in my stash and in my collection for about a year now. And I have a lot of denim, and this isn't even all of it. These are just some of the key ones that they wanted me to talk to you about today. This is not all of my Halara denim. Now, I love denim as much as the next person because denim goes with everything, right? And it's just a very casual piece to have in your wardrobe is a good pair of denim pants. Now, since doing Halara, I have actually been able to go through all of my denim that I have had over the years that I just keep and have cycled through. And since getting my Halara denim, I actually said pretty much to hell with all of my other denim, and I donated 90% of my denim because these are the pieces that I reach for. I have one new piece in here that I haven't tried and I'm excited to show you. But what I also wanted to tell you is that I reach for my Halara denim, and if I'm looking for wanting to wear something just really cozy and still look put together, they're just like slipping into a cozy pair of sweatpants. And you all know the joyful feeling that you get when you come home from work and you just want to take off whatever it is that you've been wearing for work and slip into a cozy pair of sweatpants or leggings and a sweatshirt and call it a day and just snuggle up for the rest of the evening on the couch watching your favorite TV show or binge watching, your favorite TV series. And I can do that with Halara. I don't even need a pair of sweatpants, okay? With my Halara denim, I wear them all the time. And most of the time, you guys, when I am doing try-on hauls where I'm putting pieces together either in my shorts, showing you different fashion options to dress over the age of 40, or if I'm showing you some try-on hauls like tops from Temu or something like that, I am almost always wearing my Halara denim pants. All that being said, I also wanted to talk to you about how I've been washing these. I'm not the kind of person that will set something off to the side and wear it more than 2 days in a row prior to washing. I wear it once, I put it in the laundry, and I wash it because I'm a smoker. I am. I'm sorry. Don't come for me. Don't yell at me. I know I should quit, but I don't like smelling like I do, right? And so every time I wear something, I wear it once, I throw it in the laundry, I wash it so I can wear it again. So these have been through the wash many, many, many times. They have not shredded. They have not pilled. The stretch factor has not changed, so they are still stretchy and they still bounce back to their original shape. They have some of these do have a couple of snags in them because I do have a cat, and sometimes she likes to use my legs as a ladder in order to get up into my lap. And that's the only time these have snagged, not because of my dogs jumping up on me, which is a far more regular occurrence than the rarity of my cat using my legs as a trying to get up in your lap kind of situation. And overall, these have definitely stood up to washing in the laundry, drying in the drying, and wearing and wearing and wearing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna explain to you each of these pieces. I'm gonna do a try on with some of the new pieces I have and put together some outfits for you that I think you're going to appreciate. I don't know where all of you are at, but where I am at, I am buried in snow and it is negative 17 degrees Fahrenheit. And there's nothing I like more than something warm and cozy, and I do have some pieces that are going to be warm and cozy. First up is the Halara Flex Asymmetric Low Rise Zipper Pocket Wide Leg Washed Casual Jeans. These come in a variety of colors. They have regular, petite, tall, extra tall, ooh, and ultra tall. They've extended their lengths, you guys. They have extra, extra small all the way up to 3X. All right. Okay, that one's new, but I do have my own. And I do have them in 2 different sizes. I picked up a medium, which is my normal size, size 8-10. And they do run large. I'm not the first to say that this particular style runs large. So whatever size you think you need or what you usually wear, just size down in this one. Again, I'm not the first to say this, so I can say it with confidence that you should probably size down for this one. But I do love the good asymmetry of this one. And if you are a low-rise galley, you will appreciate these. They are low. They are low. I do have to say they are low. So if you do like the low rise, if you haven't hopped on the high rise jeans trend, you will definitely appreciate these. What I like about a good low rise jean is these are perfect for tucking in tops. I absolutely do love a kind of lower drift pant to do anything like tucking in sweaters or long sleeve tees or something like that. That's going to be a little bit baggier. I think it just looks a lot better when you have a low rise denim. And again, size down on these. They are a wide leg pant. All of Halara's denim is going to be super stretchy. They stretch in every single way. They stretch over here. They stretch over here. They stretch this way. I mean, they stretch every single which way, which is why I say they're as cozy as slipping on a good pair of, words faith, sweatpants. I just said sweatpants, slipped my mind. We're always a hot mess over here some way, somehow. I know it's going to happen again, you guys. I'm going to trip over words again. That is what happens over here. It just does. I'm over 40. Premenopausal, it happens. Next up, we have Halara Flex high-waisted pockets, baggy, wide leg, washed casual jeans. Again, a variety of shades, regular, petite, and tall only, from extra small to 3X. And this one is going to have more of just an elastic type waistband, so nothing with belt loops or functioning zippers or buttons in any way. Now, there's a couple of things that I can really appreciate about this, is that these in particular have no metal on them whatsoever. So if you are a girly that is allergic to metals, and I have had this probably before, where on a regular basis, I really have to wear a tank top under most things because any type of belt or snap or anything like that on a pair of jeans can give me a rash and make me break out. So that's one of the nice things about this style of pant. Also, now I know some of you guys look at this and go, Faith, that's a maternity pant, but it's not. These are absolutely fabulous if you are a shirt untucker, okay? So when you wear a pair of pants that have the belt loops and the snaps and the zippers, it adds an unnecessary bulk to an area that's already 90% the 90% of people who have some sort of body dysmorphia are uncomfortable with their tummies, okay? That's going to be one of people's main concerns is their tummies. Whether it's rational or not, it can still be a point of contention for people who don't like to show their bellies, their midriffs, or wear things that are too tight or revealing. So what's nice about these is if you are a shirt untucker and you like to have your shirts on top of your pants, you don't have all of that unnecessary bulk adding to that, okay? So that's why I really love these style pants. I am currently wearing another pair of Halara pants, coincidentally, that do have that. And so again, when you wear something on top, you don't have all of that unnecessary bulkage. So this style of pant, I super duper appreciate for being able to wear these with an untucked top, because I don't tuck everything in. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I do prefer a lot of my baggier tops to be tucked in with a French tuck, but most of my tops that are more form-fitted, I do wear outside of my pants. So there's that style. Next up, we have Halara Flex high-waisted pockets, rolled hem, wide leg washed casual jeans. Again, variety of colors comes in regular, petite, and tall. They have sizes from extra small to 3X. And this one has your belt loops, functioning button, snap button, functioning button, and zippers. And this one has a built-in cuff. And I like that because for me as a long-legged galley, I wear, if I don't have tall denim, I wear everything with cuffs. So I am just kind of accustomed to seeing myself with cuffed pant legs. Now that's a preference. Some people really don't like it, but for me as a tall-legged galley, I would rather have my pant look intentionally cuffed than too short and not fitting me properly. So I do enjoy a good cuffed leg. These that I'm showing you are all going to be like a wide leg denim. Now, what's also nice about Halara's denim is the fact that they are loose fitting, they're not tight, and even the ones that are tight, like your skinny leg jean, are super flexible and breathable and lightweight and thin and stretchy and all of that good fun stuff. Because I'm just going to give you a little bit of TMI. Maybe you don't know this, but it's actually good to know that your health can be affected by wearing incorrect undies and pants, okay? So when you're wearing things that are too tight, you can get infections because things aren't breathing down there. You're suffocating her. You're suffocating her. So it is nice to find materials that are not only cozy and comfy, but actually healthy for Miss Kitty. Awkward conversation. I would just, if you were my BFF and you were sitting next to me and it wasn't on camera for thousands of people to see and come across this, we'd be having a far different conversation. Maybe more graphic, maybe more blunt. Throwing it out there. I'm throwing it out there. If you're a health conscious person, get Halara denim. Moving on. Now this is one of their newer products. newer to the website, and of course, new to me. This is the Halara Flex high-waisted tummy control wide leg casual jeans with pockets. So far, there is no additional sizes in this. No petite, regular, or tall. No petite or tall, just regular length. Fingers crossed they fit. If not, I will just roll them. They come in size extra small to an extra large, which equates to a size 16. So again, newer pieces. They start off with probably their most basic range that is most commonly purchased, and then they build from there based off of, was this product successful? I don't know where my mouth was going to go with that one. It could have we could have had some girlfriend talk right there with that slip of the tongue. Anyway, so this is probably going to be kind of a testing product. How do people like it? Was it a successful product? And then from there, probably give us more shades, because currently there's only 2 shades available. Probably give us some more lengths. Add in there some petite, some maybe tall sizes, and then maybe a couple extra small sizes, and then up to the 3X size. And this one, like I said, new to me. This is a new piece, and I am super interested to see how this works. Now, I did pick it up in my regular medium size, again, that size 8-10, and I don't know if we're going to find out if I should have gone to a size smaller than normal to really get that whole tummy sucking feature. I don't know, but we'll try it. Again, this is the size medium. What does it say that's very special about this? It says redefines jeans with the comfort of athleisure, designed with soft stretch that moves freely with you for unlimited comfort. So it doesn't say it has any special built-in panels or anything like that. It doesn't feel like it has any built-in panels. Aha, see what I was talking to when we were having this little girl-to-girl, heart-to-heart. It says reduces friction. Reduces friction. It says avoid high temperatures on these. And you know what? I don't do like a extraordinarily high heat when I dry my pants, but I don't put them on a low heat, and they have been just fine. All right, moving on. I think the tummy control feature is just about the pleating and the stitching here. Well, I guess it's not really pleating because it's all completely stitched up. So perhaps that's what the tummy sucking in feature is. Just kind of seeing if I see anything else. Oh, another thing I should mention about their products and their materials is most of them are pet friendly. Most of them, even if they don't say, which they do on their website, have hair resistant materials specifically. But I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to take it a step further and say most of them are, regardless of if they are actually marketed in that way. But the ones that are have a slightly different type of material that allows pet hair to slough off even easier. So just throwing that out there. I am super excited to try these. These are another wide leg pant. No additional cuffs. Super stretchy, but it is tighter up at the top. So less stretch at the top, but super stretch everywhere else. So again, super excited to try those. And now that is the only one pair of denim that is brand new. I'm going to show you a couple more pairs that I've already had in my stash. Next up, if you are a galley that likes to have a good cargo pair of denim and you don't like how the pockets add to the stiffness and the overall feel and weight to a denim, Halara's gotcha. With their buttery soft and thin material that is super stretchy, they do have cargo pant options. I do love a good cargo pant. These, you will typically see me go shopping in a cargo pant. It is more common for me to want to wear something that I can slip my cell phone, my wallet, and my keys all in my denim, so that and a lip gloss. Of course, those are the 4 things that I absolutely have to walk out the door with when I go somewhere. Wallet, phone, lip gloss, keys. And I can put one in each of the pockets. I would prefer that than walking around with a purse. Now, sadly, with the world that we live in, a couple of things can happen, right? Purses can be a target for purse theft, okay, number 1. Number 2, it can be a target for people to put you under scrutiny for shoplifting. So I try to avoid both of those scenarios by wearing a good cargo pant when I go out shopping. Now, that's just me. I never used to be a paranoid person, but if we're not living paranoid and we're not questioning everything and living in a world of oblivion, probably isn't safe for you to do that anymore these days. So just throwing that out there. Again, this is 2 girls talking. We're having this conversation between you and me. I've got your best interests at heart, right? So these are called the Halara Flex Mid-Rise Multiple Pockets Straight Leg Stretchy Knit Casual Cargo Jeans. They come in a variety of styles, or a variety of colors. I already have two colors. I have a light wash and then I have this dark wash. They come in regular, petite, or tall, and they have extra small to extra large, which is the size 16. And again, they are that wide leg, super stretchy. They have that up here where there's no metal pieces, no zippers, no buttons, easy on, easy off. Again, just like a pair of cozy sweatpants. Love these. Totally perfect and comfortable for shopping. Basically, I love a good cargo pant, and I do have a couple of my older crunchy denim that I want to show you to kind of give you an idea of why I prefer my Halara denim and why I am getting rid of and giving to one of my daughters my other type of denim. So we're just going to compare apples to apples, right? Denim to denim, cargo to cargo. The only thing that's different is we're going to have buttons, zippers. But what I do like about these is the extra seams. So I would like to see maybe something a little bit more jazzed up with Halara, maybe doing a couple of extra seams like this. But here's the thing. Wide leg, off the rack. Not long enough for my legs. Halara has long length, and I love that. I know that there's a couple of places that I can go. Guaranteed I will find long leg pants, but never off the rack in a store, okay? Number 2, the weight of these is much heavier. So now you consider wearing a heavier pair of denim and loading down your pockets. That's a lot of weight. Number 3, this. The last thing I want to do is have to iron my pockets so that they don't look like a wrinkly, crinkly mess when I pull my jeans out of my closet, okay? Halara's pants don't do that, you guys. They don't do that. Because of the material, they lay where they're supposed to lay. Look at that. Look at that. I didn't iron it. I mean, I suppose you could say that I'm lying. I'm not, but I mean, I suppose you could say I am, but I'm not. Halara's pockets don't do that, okay? I just have so many nice things to say about their material, and I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. All right, last piece of denim. If you are a low rise, but not extremely low rise, if you are a wide leg girly, if you like the buttons and the belt loops, and you don't like a rolled cuff, I've got another option for you, okay? This one has the button, the zipper, the belt loops, the wide leg, no cuff. This one is Halara Flex low rise zipper pockets, washed, woohoo, hot mess, washed, baggy, wide leg, casual jean. Again, a plethora of colors, regular, petite, and tall. 1X extra small to a 3X. So this one is probably going to be a fan favorite for most people. And again, super stretchy, but I also want to point out that even though these have buttons and zippers most of the time, for me personally, because of how they fit on me, if you were to try to size down and get them to be a little bit tighter on you, you might need to do this, but I don't. I can just drop my drawers. I don't have to unbutton that button. I don't have to fiddle fart with that zipper. If it is an emergency, and when you gotta go, you gotta go, especially if you've had babies, especially if you're not in your 20s, and every little second matters. They're like sweatpants. Again, super stretchy. You just drop them down and you bring them back up. If you have arthritic hands or arthritic fingers, you don't have to worry about the buttons. You know, if you are looking for something that is friendly to somebody who has a hard time with dexterity, again, great pieces. Now I'm going to hop into the other goody goods that I can't wait to show you. There's a couple of pieces in here that I think are going to be really fun. So let's hop into that. This one I think is going to appeal to many of you because this one is very, very versatile. There's a couple of different styles in this. There is one that I chose, and then there's one that is less of a thermal and just more of an undershirt. So this one is called the turtleneck long sleeve thumb hole casual warming top. So they do have one that is identical but not labeled as a thermal top. This says far infrared warming, and it is from 32 degrees Fahrenheit to negative 50 degrees. Or is it? No, it's not negative. We are not in the Antarctic. However, I'm sure if you were, this would be a great layering piece. It says negative, not even negative, 32 degrees Fahrenheit to 50 degrees Fahrenheit, thin warm. Spit it out, girl. But it is thin. It is very thin. It is very buttery soft, very buttery smooth. I'm trying to zoom in very slowly so the camera doesn't get confused, because she will, you know. But if you see the little fuzzies and fluffies on there, the turtleneck itself is double lined. Single layered everywhere else. Honest to Pete's faith, spit it out. No real cuff on the arm, but it does have the thumb hole. What do you say? What do you say on your tag? Nothing special on the tag. I did buy this in a size large. I bought this in a size large because it is a more form-fitted top. on average, if I see a more form-fitted top, I will order it in a larger size. The reason being is I don't like things to be super tight. For me, it's not flattering. I'm not 20 years old, and so I don't wear stuff super ultra baggy unless that's the style I'm going for. Whereas back in the day, I wore everything baggy. Even when I was 110 pounds, I wore everything baggy. I had this feeling that I just had this yucky body type, so I always wanted to keep it covered. Being over modest, I guess you can say, and I've kind of grown out of that, and I not to say that I'm going to wear super tight stuff, but I'm getting out of my baggy era, except for when I'm trying to achieve a perfect look. And right now, baggy is back in style. So those couple of things being said, I did pick up this in a size large. I think this is going to be great either on its own, with a vest, or underneath a sweater. So this is going to be a great versatile piece for those three options, throwing it out there. That's what I like about like the perfect type of undershirt. Now, for those of you who may be part of the younger group that is watching, I do have something that I think you guys can also appreciate. Now, puffer jackets are in style. Crop tops are also in style. And I have the jacket that's going to be best of both worlds. It is a puffer, and it is also cropped. But here's the kicker about this one. This is called the Puffer 3-in-1 Stand Collar Casual Cropped Puffer Coat and Thumb Hole Curved Hem Jacket with Pocket. I did pick this up in a large because I am a taller girly, and so for me personally, when I see something that's more on the cropped side, I get a larger size because sometimes that will give me, even if it's just an extra inch in length in my torso, I'm all about it. So I did pick this up in a large. Also, if you consider, if you're going to be wearing a jacket and you're going to be layering things underneath it, I would like to have room to put stuff underneath it and still be able to move my arms. So those are the two reasons why I picked it up in a larger size. Now, this is a 2-piece jacket, and you can wear it 3 different ways, okay? You can wear this all together as one piece with both pieces added together. You can separate them. There are little buttons in here where you can pull off this lining and then reattach it. There's ones along the top here, and there's ones inside of the jacket sleeve so that you can attach the sleeves into your jacket sleeve. And then it comes with this thinner version, kind of a sporty jacket. And this is what has the thumb holes. And this is that uber super duper stretchy material. This is going to be your typical type of workout feeling material. And this one has got kind of like where your tatas are kind of accentuated there. It kind of loops down in the front, comes up in the sides, and then loops back down in the back. This you can be zipped all the way up for more of a mock neck, or you can have it slightly open. So you can wear them both together, this alone or this alone. One of the things that I saw when I took this out is there are also these little bungee straps in here so that you can tighten up the bottom hem. So if some of you are thinking, well, it is cropped, and I have seen jackets to be this way where it's cropped and it's wide open at the bottom, air is going to get right up underneath there and still chill your back. Well, you can cinch this tight around your waist so that doesn't happen. And I do like that. I do like that feature a lot. But this one does not have any thumb holes in it and does not have any additional built-in sleeves. That's where this is all going to come into play. So when it says thumb holes, this is where the thumb holes are. Now, since that jacket was a more casual jacket, for maybe the younger crowds out there, I have one that I'm definitely gonna get a ton of use out of because this is a style that's right up my alley. And I think a lot of you are also going to enjoy because this is kind of a take on your classic long pea coat. Spit it out, Faith. This is called the Notched Collar Long Sleeve Long Line Fleece Casual Coat with Pockets. There's a couple different colors, I do believe, and I picked this one up in the marble gray, but I picked it up in an extra large. Why? Because that is my aesthetic with this style of coat. If you guys have not seen some of my thrifting hauls before, I have just found a new kind of burgundy wine colored men's jacket that I absolutely love, and it is definitely oversized, and that's the 80s kind of throwback, which 80s is actually very much a style that's in right now. So if you are somebody that has clothes from the 80s still in your closet, girl, it's time to bring those out from the depths of the back of the closet and start cycling through them again, because it is definitely the current fashion. And I like this. It's not your classic pea coat wool material. This is a fleece, and it is a stretchier material than your average pea coat. It is also going to be slightly softer on the inside, a little bit more smoother than on the outside. You're going to see this to be definitely more of that fleece material. And this one, there was two different options. One was belted and one was not. I did pick up the one that was unbelted. So this one just has a button closure. I'm trying to find it for you. It just has button closures, and there's two buttons, one on that side and one on that side. The pockets are functioning. However, what I also did notice is this one was already open, but on this one, and this could have been like a sewing flaw or whatever, but it is not uncommon. I have seen this before, where it is sewn shut. But all I have to do is release that hem, because it is a functioning pocket. So if I just release that hem that's having it sewn shut, I will then have a nice functioning pocket. So we're throwing that word out there, those words, throwing this out there. If it comes to, they are functioning pockets, you just have to release that additional hem on the inside. So this one is not going to be as warm as my pea coat is, but if you are in a warmer climate that I am in, and it is slightly cooler in the evenings, or your high temperatures right now are 50s, 60s, this is definitely going to be perfect for that. And since I wear my pea coats all the time and I absolutely love the fashion, but there are days where it's going to be way too warm. And by that, I mean 30 degrees right now, because we're so used to things being below zero. 30 degrees, I'm going to be sweating buckets in my pea coat. So this is going to come in handy for when we reach slightly below or above freezing temperatures. Oh, my Atlanta, if you guys live in a tundra weather when it hits to be winter, you will understand what I am telling you. And it will make perfect sense to you that when 30 degrees comes around, we're like, whoo, heat wave. And hi, koi fishy. Hi, koi fishy. Took you long enough. We've been filming forever and you just finally decided to grace us with your presence. You must have been having a really good nap, huh? Moving on. Last top I'm going to show you is the one shoulder long sleeve thumb hole ruched yoga sports top. And I did pick this one up in a size medium because this one is a little bit more of a loose fitted top. And this one I feel is going to be another great standalone piece because, you know, sometimes we just want something to be comfy, but because it's long sleeve, it'll be good for some fall weather. This can be underneath a vest if you want. And I'm actually in love with the idea of the thumb holes, okay? So hear me out. Make this make sense. You can see I have my shirt pulled up. And if you've been with me for a while, if ever I wear a long sleeve shirt, this is how you're going to see me wear it. I don't like things around my wrist. Absolutely loathe it unless it's going to be a watch or a bracelet. I don't like my clothes around my wrist. Unless I'm going outside and it's cold out, I will pull my sleeves down. But typically this is how I wear them. But I like me a good thumb hole. And if it's got a thumb hole, I'll wear it all the way down with my thumb in the thumb hole. To me, that's cozy. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. I may have been dropped on my head when I was a child. I may have fallen headfirst down a set of stairs. I know I rode my bicycle a lot without a helmet. Make it make sense, y'all. Anyways, it is an off-the-shoulder top, and what I will do when I have off-the-shoulder tops is I will always wear a tank top underneath it so I can wear my regular bra. I don't like the stickiums. They never seem to fit right. I feel like it still makes my boobs look like they're down here where all of my bras that are push-up bras bring them up to where they should be, even though I'm part of the itty bitty titty committee. Boy, we're just talking about all the things today, all the things. So I like my regular bras. I don't like the stickiums and I don't like a strapless. Strapless, I feel, usually ends up around my waist by mid-afternoon. So what I'll do when I have shirts like this is I will wear a tank top that matches the color to this or a contrasting enough color so it looks good together. So a gray with a black, or if I'm wearing black, then I can really put whatever color I want underneath it except for brown or blue because that would look like a bruise and I just don't like that. My partner will walk out the door wearing brown shoes, black pants, and a blue top. I won't do it. Okay, there are some things that I just will not do. And where is that sun coming from? There's a window right here. Is that from this? Is that better? How long has it been like that? Hot mess. Hot mess. Anyway, that's what I'll do. Long story short, that's what I'll do. And it is ruched on the sides. It is ruched on the sides, and that's a nice feature to have because it draws attention to the waistline, yet conceals it in a nice way. So if you are conscious about your waistline, a lot of times something like this is going to be one of your BFFs, and it is a longer, not a crop top. So I can super duper appreciate that. And it has a little bit of that bat wing too. shoes, so it's going to be looser fitting up at the top for sure. I have 2 more pieces to show you, and they may appear to be basic, but I'm going to get into why it's not for me personally. Okay. How many of you, put your hand up, buy a nice, cozy sweatsuit? You wear it once or twice, and it turns out looking like this. I have worn this 3 times in my entire life since owning it. And it looks like this, minus that. I just washed them because I wore these a few days ago. And they look like this. And it happens where there's the most amount of friction. Now, you can turn them inside out. You can turn them inside out, and that will save. You can put them on a cool, low tumble wash. You can line dry them instead of putting them in a dryer, and that will prevent a majority of it. But throwing it out there, who is going to pay that much particular attention on one piece of laundry? Because then you'd have to wash it separately. And that's a waste of water. Okay, I'm just throwing it out there, right? Unless it's something that's high value, you're really not going to pay that much attention to it. And then it's going to look like this, right? And I don't like going out in public like that. I don't. This looks awful. It looks absolutely awful. So, goodbye. Nice to know ya. I'm going to ask one of my children if they want that one, because I got a new set. I got a new set from Halara. I do have a couple of pieces from Halara that is their sweat material, and it hasn't pilled on me yet. No pilling. Nada. I have stained it. I stained it with I don't even know what. I wore it for, if you guys need something to refer back to, I've had it since last winter, I think. And I did recently wear it for a holiday video that I did for my holiday decorating video. And I did after editing, I was like, oh, there's a stain on it, even though I had just pulled it fresh out of my closet, freshly cleaned. Nothing ever goes into my closet dirty. Anything that goes in my closet is cleaned. And if it starts to not smell so good, I'll even clean it again before I wear it. Everything in my closet is clean, sometimes double cleaned, okay? But anyway, no pilling, no pilling. Now, does that mean you have to spend a little more? Yes, that means you have to spend a little bit more. But I would rather spend a little bit more on a piece I can wear over and over and over again and have in my closet and be able to use more than twice and still be able to walk out the door with it in public and not look like a disheveled mess. My preferences, throwing that out there, okay? And there was a couple of different styles in their sweatsuit kind of sets. You do have to purchase them separately. Pants and tops are sold separately. It's not a set that comes together, but you can mix and match. They have different style sweatpants. They have wide leg. They have the cuffed ankle leg, which is what I picked up, and I will show you that. They have ones with different kind of stitching designs on them as far as the tops go. You have ones that zip all the way, some that zip halfway, some with kangaroo pockets, some without, some with hoods, some without. And I picked up the one with the hood no zip, and kangaroo pouch. Because it's sometimes a nice slip over the head is absolutely what I want. And this one doesn't have the drawstrings, you know, the drawstrings that sometimes get pulled out in the laundry. Don't have to worry about that with this one. If you like them, there's other options that might have them. This one does not have any thumb holes in it. Now that would have been like the pièce de résistance, the creme de la creme, the cherry on the cake. That would have been the best. But the cuffs on this is that nice stretchy ribbed material. Inside, we have this type of fleecy material, which also has the tendency, and I threw the other stuff way over there, which the other one that I showed you, the cheaper material, the lining on those come off in the laundry. Here's the other thing that I really hate about lesser expensive sweats is that the stuff on the inside will slough off and then end up on other things. Just like I was telling you earlier about pet hair thing, that Halara's pieces are pet hair resistant. Well, not everything is. And lint and pet hair will stick to it like it's flypaper. And when you wash, sometimes your sweatshirts and sweatsuits in with other articles of clothing, that stuff on the inside will slough off and end up on everything else. Drives me bonkers. Now, also, you guys, if you like to travel and wear something comfy cozy, I have seen some travel pieces out there that are insanely priced. And one of their marketing things is how many things you can fit in the pockets, because they have all these secret pockets, which help prevent pickpocketing. And Halara, they do it too. They do it too, and it's not in most of the descriptions, but it's kind of like this secret surprise when you open things up and you start putting things on and trying things on. In addition to the kangaroo pocket, inside the kangaroo pocket is an additional zip up pocket. But wait, not just on the sweatsuit, sweat top, but the sweatpants do also. At least this specific two pieces that I have purchased. Let me find it for ya. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Right here. It's just this little teeny tiny baby one. Right here. Little additional secret pocket there. Was there another one? I can't remember. I don't think so. No, just that one right there. Another little super secret pocket. Love. Now these have the drawstrings that are inside, so they do have drawstrings, and it's got this nice, nice steady construction waistband here. The material definitely feels super cozy. Like this will keep you warm. And then of course, like I was saying, it does have the elastic cuff ankle at the end there. I did pick this up in a regular size. So they don't have tall in this one. And I picked it up in a medium, which is, like I said, 8'10". So with this one, and I did try this on, and you'll see in the try on, see anything else? Squirrel, sidetracking here, talking a lot, losing train of thought here. Rein it back in. They are oversized. And I love a good oversized pair of sweatpants in a sweatsuit as well. Just nice and warm, wrap you in a blanket of coziness, all that extra space to lounge around in, nothing tight, nothing constricting. Bend down and stand up easily without feeling like you're gonna rip a seam, right? And I considered picking these both up in a large. Considered it, but I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I didn't because they do fit oversized. Absolutely, absolutely in love, and I can't wait for you to see this set. So just throwing it out there, if you are like me and you like things to be oversized and you're considering sizing up, don't. You don't need to, and you'll see why. Why don't we get into the try-on portion of today's video? These are the Tummy Control Denim Wide Leg Pant. They are the regular length and they are not too short, which I can definitely appreciate. But boy, let me tell you, I am so glad I did not buy a smaller size. They are tummy controlling. They are, whoo-hoo. If you are a sensitive tummy galley, this may not be for you, okay? This is like Spanx, like wearing Spanx, but instead of it being undergarment, it's an overgarment. So it definitely does the tummy controlling trick. It doesn't have side pockets. It only has butt pockets, unfortunately. But if they were to have pockets here, they would not be able to add the seams here, and it wouldn't be as tummy controlling. So a little give, a little take, right? So in order for you to be able to have that nice tummy controlling feature, you kind of have to sacrifice the pockets. So do I like these. Would I wear them? Absolutely. But it would be on days where my tummy doesn't hurt. So because I do have a sensitive stomach, you guys, for a lot of things, a lot of times, and I know that there's a disorder out there that whenever you eat anything, doesn't matter what it is, that your tummy can instantly get this massive bloating, and that it can feel uncomfortable and painful. So I don't know that I have that, but I have the symptoms of that. I'm not going to WebMD it. I've just kind of heard it in passing and go, oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Maybe that's why I have such a sensitive stomach. But as it stands, these are definitely tummy controlling. So if you're looking for that feature, check these out because they are. And I think you will like them. Switching gears to something that's going to be a little bit more comfy cozy, I am wearing one of the lower rise pair of denim pants. This one is the one that's not the asymmetrical one. These are going to be in the long length without the cuff as well. And I do have it paired with a new top, and this is that off the shoulder one with the kind of ribbed hemline here on the sides where it's a little bit more loosey-goosey up at the top, and of course the thumb holes. And again, I am wearing it with a tank top underneath it so that I can still wear my regular bra. But if you guys like your sticky bras, if you guys like your strapless bras, having a bare shoulder, I think every now and then is sexy. It's schmexy to show off just a little bit of shoulder now and then. But here's what that top looks like. I'm going to get into the next top, which I may have to remove my wig for because it's a turtleneck and it could end in disaster. So I will be right back to show you the next top with the next pair of pants. I did it, you guys. I did get it over my head. I just wanted to see how stretchy this material was. And I was able to get it over my head, over all of this hair, not muck up my makeup, at least I don't think so anyway. I love this turtleneck. I love how high it goes. Now, if you have an aversion to things being this high, you most certainly could roll it down. I love the thumb holes of it. And remember, this one I did get in a large. So this is how a large fits me. I'm 145 pounds. I'm about 5'8" and some change. I do have a 32-inch inseam. And I don't like things to be super skin tight on me. I am currently pairing this with the ultra low rise with the asymmetrical hem wide leg pant in the size small, because remember, these are the ones that are going to fit oversized, and I'm not the only one that says that, so you can take my word for that. And I do enjoy having something like this that can have a nice sweater tucked into. Now this one I would wear outside, right? This is one that I would wear outside of a pair of pants. I think a turtleneck or something like this looks a little bit more classy when you have it untucked. Now I'm going to put it together and I'm going to create an all-together outfit for you that I think you guys are going to enjoy. Those of you who like to wear vests, is this not the perfect top to wear a vest with? But wait, I do have another piece that I want to put on top for you guys. But before I do that, I should probably tell you that I changed my jeans again. This is another one of the pairs of jeans that I was telling you about that have the elastic waistband, but no buttons, no snaps, no zippers, so that I can get that nice, smooth, seamless, without the added bulk on my tummy tum from anything extra and additional, which I also love. It is a darker wash. It's, I think, the darkest wash denim that I have, and I feel like a darker wash denim kind of elevates a look a little bit. So the more light tone that you have, unless it's a white, the more stone wash the denim is, the more casual. Now you can't really call denim dressy, but if you were to say comparing the two, I think the darker wash is going to be more on the dressy side. But let me show you what I'm going to put on top. I think you guys are really going to like this piece. I think you guys are really going to like this piece because I do. So you should too. Can we say yes to the dress? Love this. I absolutely love this. Again, you guys, I chose this in a size extra large. This is not, if you got your size, this is not how it's going to fit you as far as it being more oversized. So please understand that I did buy this oversized. So if you don't want it oversized, go to your regular size. So my tops, I usually wear medium. So this is a large, extra large, 2 sizes larger than I would normally get, okay? So here we have it in the back. Again, there's 2 versions of this one. You can get it with the strap, the tie around strap, or you can get it with just the buttons. I chose to do just the buttons for that nice kind of, not the form fit in. And the one that has the straps doesn't have the buttons, so it's either or, buttons or straps. Sometimes to me, straps are kind of a pain in the butt, but can also be tight, uncomfortable for my waist. So I went with the buttons, okay? Love this. I'm totally going to get a lot of use out of it. Now, I don't know if it's going to be this long had I gone to my regular medium size, because like I was saying earlier, sometimes when you get a larger size, sometimes that gives you extra length in certain areas. So love this. Love this. I'm going to take off the vest underneath so you guys have a picture, because this one does add a little bit of bulk. I'm going to show you how it would hang on me without the added bulk, so that you can kind of get a clear picture so that if you guys did want to get it a little bit more oversized, then you would have an idea of it. I don't know. Am I just talking just to talk at this point? What do you guys think? And it is nice and long for my arms. Again, that could be because of the extra large that I chose. But you guys, this is going to be a contender for one of my favorites, for sure. Here's the two-piece 3-in-1 jacket, and another perfect example of why I like to wear denim that doesn't have the buttons and the snaps and all of that stuff, right? Okay, another perfect example. So here's what the little jacket, the under jacket or the lining, whatever you want to call it, looks like on its own. So it has kind of this seam here. However, they do have, and it's separate. These two pieces did come together, but there's one very similar to this that is separate that actually has, and I've seen this, I want to say on a YouTube galleys channel, where they have this type of jacket but with boob lifting. So there's like extra material in there to give the girlies some lift. This is not that, but it looks very, very similar to this. So don't get the two confused, please. Anyway, let's pop on the little crop overcoat. Okay. So wearing it open, this is the length of the sleeves. I love this. Again, this is a size large and I usually wear medium, okay? So that might be what's giving me the extra length in my arms, and that might be what's giving me a little bit extra length here. Now, I have it already pre-tightened to where I would like it. So wearing it open, semi-open, all the way closed. So here's kind of like the designs on here. I like that. You can, I should probably take this off, right? Yeah. Hee hee, I'm making a mess. Hee hee. Uh-oh, there we go. You should see my floor. You can tighten it up more if you wanted to. But the little drawstrings, you can tuck in so you won't see them. And they'll stay tucked in. I mean, I unless you want them hanging out. I mean, it's a look. You could, but they tuck in so you won't see them. Anyway, my preference in wearing this is to have it half unzipped. That would be my preference personally in how I would wear this. This is what it looks like in the back. And as far as it being cropped and how it would, where it would go, goes right underneath my bustices if I lift my arms up. So would this be a jacket for outdoor sports adventure type of things? Probably not. As cutesy wootsy going out and hanging out with friends, having a margarita at the bar or taking a stroll through the mall, I would say most definitely yes. So if you're looking for something stylish, trendy, I think this is definitely going to fit the bill for some of you younger folks out there. You guys, these definitely are oversized. I did not try on the sweatshirt. I just tried on the pants when I had first received my package. So this is my first impression of this sweatshirt. And for sure, it is so soft, it is so cozy. And again, if you guys like oversized, you don't really need to size up on these items. And for it being regular length, do you see where it is on my legs? Do you see? Where it is. My legs. So glad. Because otherwise it would probably look like this if it was the same as anything I'd get off the rack. Now, does that mean if you're shorter than me that you will be possibly, potentially, moderately swimming in length in these? Possibly. But the nice thing about that is they do have that elastic in the ankle there, so it will go above your feet, stay above your feet, and you won't trip over it. So I'm kind of jealous that you guys get a little extra length than I do, but I can certainly appreciate the length on these. And the cuff, the cuff with the ribbing looks nice and polished and cleaned up, and it just adds to the quality, so that from a distance when somebody looks at you, they're not going to go, oh, she's wearing a cheap Walmart sweatsuit. They're going to see those little pieces, those little things of quality, the hidden zippers in the pockets, the fact that this is a type of material that's not going to pill. I absolutely love that. Plus, the hoodie is oversized. So if you have a lot of hair, it'll fit a lot of hair in there. And I like a good oversized hoodie. I like a good oversized hoodie. Now I want to put this together with that fleece coat and put back on my faux Uggs and show you why I like the versatility of that long fleece type of jacket. And why do I feel like a movie star out in the wild getting their Caribou special drinks? I just feel like this is something that I picture them wearing, is Uggs with a pair of a sweatsuit and an oversized jacket, or to even make it even more, I'm a movie star out in the wild. Now I just need to put on a pair of sunglasses, right? You don't know who I am. But yeah, this is another reason why I like to get these jackets in oversized sizes. Because these are great for being able to wear a nice poofy hoodie. You just pull the hoodie out over the jacket. You put on a nice pair of boots. You bring a nice little purse with you. You look put together, even though you are so warm and so cozy and so casual. You're still looking put together. So what do you guys think? I keep wanting to put my hand in this pocket. This is the one that's sewn shut. And that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for sticking it out with me on another video. Thank you so much, Halara, for choosing to work with your girl again. Super duper appreciate you gifting me these items so that I can show them to my viewers and my subscribers. Also, guys, don't forget coupon code on the screen here and linked in the description box down below, as well as links to all of the products that I have featured here today. Now, if you guys are new, do me a favor, subscribe. Free for you, fun for me. I don't know if that's going to be my new saying or not. It could be, I don't know. Anyway, go ahead, hit the subscribe button. Wouldn't hurt anything, and it would actually do me a good, fun, fuzzy feeling in my heart. So if you wouldn't mind, please do so. Also, there is a hype feature down below next to the comment section if you would be so inclined. Also, and if you have a free hype, go ahead and tap that hype button for me. Like, share, subscribe, all the good fun things. Let me know down in the comment section below. Is there anything in here that you really enjoyed? I'm going to tell you what, it's going to be a hard thing for me to choose which one was my favorite, But as far as cozy comfort goes, today I am most definitely going to be hopping back into these lovely pieces here and enjoying lounging around the house in super warm and cozy comfort. But everything that I just said, and then some, again, I can't tell you how much I appreciate Halara's clothing. And if you haven't tried them before, now is a great time to check them out. They do have sales that are running all of the time, and it is more affordable than you would think. And to be honest with you, if you have pieces in your closet like that crusty dusty sweatsuit that I showed you that I've only worn twice and is now no longer fit for public consumption, sometimes it's good to just invest in a couple of good pieces. And compared to other things out there, like that travel set that I was telling you about where their prices are astronomically high, or Lululemon where it's basically the same damn thing, only double, triple the price, this is still affordable and good quality that's going to replace some of the things in your closet and going to last you a great length of time, even if you wash it a gajillion times like I do. Trust in that, okay, you guys? But until next time, I will see you later. Bye, guys.